Hello, my friends. So I had a very funny and very awful experience on the internet in the last week. I had just released my new single that I am very proud of. It's called Wild One.
Wild one, honey, you're a wild one, honey, you're a wild one, honey, you're a wild one.
And I had taken a video with my producers that I thought was very cute, where we were recording what's called a whisper track. A whisper track is put under a bunch of layers of vocals so that it makes the layers of vocals sound bigger than it actually is. And I didn't honestly think that much of the video, nor did I explain what was going on very well, because the damn thing went very viral, and people were very confused, and therefore very mean. I have since privated the videos because it got so bad. So I would like to redeem myself today, and I would like to go in depth on how to create a choir in music production with not a choir. In fact, for the purposes of this video, I'm going to do it entirely by myself. This includes some very fun recording techniques that even I can do. I'm not really a producer particularly, and so if I can do them, anyone with a mic and a recording software can too. All right, how to record a choir with one person. Here we go. So let's start from absolutely nothing. For the producers out there, I have just basic EQ and compression on each of these tracks, and normally at the end you'd want to group all of your choir tracks together and add a reverb onto the group, but because I'm only recording a choir right now, I just have it on the master. If that meant nothing to you, that is absolutely fine. Just add a little reverb to your tracks and it'll all be good. Let's come up with a short line of music for our example today.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you. Now I miss her and I blame you.
Did I just decide to leak a song of mine that's not coming out until next year?
Yeah.
Let's add some harmonies.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you. Now I miss her and I blame you.
All right, that sounds like 4 of me. So creating a choir means that you want to hear a lot of variation in the vocal qualities. And there are 3 ways to achieve that variation in my book, and it's best if you combine as many of them as you can each time you record. All of these things can also be done with like multiple people around one mic doing different things. Your recording will just go faster that way. But we don't have multiple people, we got me. So there is distance, tone, and timing. Let's go through them. Distance. You can record the next line of music from a normal distance to the mic, which is about, oops, like that. And then a little further back.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you.
And then way further back.
Now I miss her and I blame you.
And ideally from all different corners of wherever you are. This of course gives the audio illusion of different people standing in different spots. You can also tilt your head in various directions from the mic as well. And you'll want to use any panning options that your recording software has. So the options of being able to throw the voice to the right ear or the left ear. Some even have a binaural option, which is really fun to use. Just experiment with what you can do digitally, as well as what you can do with your own body in front of and around the mic. The next thing is probably the most obvious one, and that is tone, but it is my personal favorite. I like to create characters for the various voices that I add to a choir, and you really don't have to be afraid to get a little bit absurd with this. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. You can experiment with super breathy.
I drank the poison.
Super dark.
I drank the poison.
Lots of vibrato.
I drank the poison.
No vibrato.
I miss her and I blame you.
Holding your nose.
Hoping it would kill you.
Go full opera mode.
I miss her and I blame you.
Jersey mom.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you. Now I miss her and I blame you.
Broadway beltress.
Hoping it would kill you.
Old man.
Now I miss her and I blame you.
The options are endless.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you. Now I miss her and I blame you.
Pro tip, this I'm excited about this tip. For those of us with soprano and alto voices who cannot necessarily accurately recreate the timbre of a tenor or a bass voice, here's a little hack for you. Export the original vocal track, pitch it up between like 2 to 4 steps, record several voices of you singing at this pitch.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you. Now I miss her and I blame you.
And then pitch shift all of those back down to the original key.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you. Now I miss her and I blame you.
Is it the most realistic thing? No. It just helps the illusion of it not just being one person a lot.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you.
And finally, timing. And this explanation includes one of my favorite words in music production. There are times in recording and producing where we will intentionally do something slightly out of time. For example, when we're recording claps, we actually want to have all of those claps be not exactly right on the beat. You want to shift them a little bit so that you can hear each clap individually, like this. That is called flamming. Flamming. It's a fabulous word. Similar deal with a choir. Not everyone's timing is going to be flawless. So you will naturally flam a little bit in your own recording because your timing is not going to be flawless either. But if you record a few additional tracks just an additional hair more off, or take a track that you've recorded and just shift it a little bit, especially if you want to sound like several thousands of people where it actually takes sound longer to travel across a crowd. It's a really fun way to create that last little bit of variation and size.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you. Now I miss her and I blame you.
Going very well so far. While I start to mix this, let's hear a little bit from our sponsor. So in order to accomplish a production session, I need to be very focused and therefore cannot be hungry, because the hanger sets in a lot faster. That is why we have the wonderful HelloFresh as today's sponsor. HelloFresh is a meal kit service that delivers pre-portioned ingredients and delicious recipes right to your doorstep, all with produce that has gone from the farm to your door in less than a week. The prep time for these meals is around or under 30 minutes, and I can attest, if you do it with 2 sets of hands, we got it down to 15. It was amazing. I have been a HelloFresh partner for a few years now, and let me tell you, they do not miss. The recipes are so good. Every single time, they are so delicious. I've actually been in a studio for the last week for like 11 hours out of the day, and I haven't had to go to the grocery store, I haven't had to spend a ton of time on cooking, and I've been able to have full healthy meals rather than throwing something together that isn't nearly as healthy or having to spend money on takeout. Also, fun fact, HelloFresh is the first carbon neutral meal kit service, and almost all of their packaging is recyclable. So if you want to try out HelloFresh, go to hellofresh.com and use the code Melinda16 to get 16 free meals across 7 boxes and 3 surprise gifts. That's MALINDA16 at hellofresh.com. Happy eating and happy producing. So good. Okay, one very final element. Whisper tracks. My nemesis, apparently. When you've got a bunch of people together in a venue or a stadium, you've got a lot of people breathing together. You've got a lot of consonants that are whacking against each other and reverberating in the space. What all of those mouths moving and breath exhaling creates is this sort of like it's this high-end hiss. If you put it into the track, it just adds a lot in my book. We've been focused up until now on creating the humans themselves and where they are in the room. Now we're wanting to create the size of the space itself. And so we're gonna do exactly what the name whisper track implies. We are going to violently whisper our line of music a couple times without hurting ourselves, because whispering is actually terrible for your voice.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you.
Now these tracks are obviously going to be so low in the mix, they're not featured at all. But if you have headphones, I'm going to play both the line of music without them and then with them so that you can hear the difference that it makes.
I drank the poison hoping it would kill you. I drank the poison hoping it would kill you. Now I miss her and I blame you.
And that is our final choir. I hope you all learned a little something today. I highly encourage you to try all of these techniques out for yourself. Let me know how it goes. And if you would like to support the music that I am currently making, you can join my Patreon family and get exclusive rewards from me, including monthly live streams, hangouts on Discord, a personal video from me every year. It is an excellent community of like-minded folks, so go check it out. And be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload. Let me know if there is anything else that you would like to see me sing or explain or talk about, any of that. I am very open to video suggestions right now, and I'm excited to see you guys back again very, very soon. Bye, everybody. Mwah.